means of torture or execution. But according to this dumbass devil on the previous website I was just on, starvation is not pain. Starvation is not painful. Experts say. Well, go over to Africa and go ask somebody who's experienced starvation and ask him if starvation is painful. Okay, so this starvation, a famine, is punishment that the Lord Yahweh and the Son Yahushua is going to bring upon the world to punish our people because our people have been scattered on the four corners of the earth, north, south, east, and west. Okay, they have been scattered on the four corners of the earth. So our people is going to be punished with famine, which is going to be one of the most painful ways to die. And famine is prophesied in the scriptures and it's going to come upon our people. Matthew 24 verse 7, hey, our people love to eat. You know, the average Jake out there cannot even go 5 hours without eating. Every 5 hours, he got to stuff his face with something. Matthew 24 verse 7, for nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. So, Ed, why do you think there's going to be famines in diverse places? Because our people have been scattered in diverse places. Okay? The Lord said, okay, because our people's committing iniquity every single day. Amos 3:1, hear this word that the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai have taken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I have brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth, therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities. Okay, this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 16, verse 3. For thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, concerning the sons and concerning the daughters that are born in this place, and concerning their mothers that bear them, and concerning their fathers that begat them in this land. Okay? Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 4. They, the sons, the daughters, the mothers, the fathers, shall die of grievous deaths. And everybody is a son or a daughter to a mother or a father. So the Israelites, the 2/3 of our people, shall die of grievous deaths. Okay? This is written in Jeremiah 16:4. This is not coming out of my mouth. This is written in the Holy Scriptures. They shall die of grievous deaths. Let's look up the word grievous. Grievous definition. I don't know. I say grievous, but I say grievous, but I'm pretty sure it's grievous.
Grievous.
Okay, of something bad, very severe. So, for you to be going through a famine, for you to be starving, that's a very severe or serious situation. Okay, his death was a grievous blow. Okay, and it's spiritual that they put that there because it says they, the father, the sons, the mother, and the daughters, shall die of grievous deaths. They shall not be lamented. Ain't nobody gonna cry for the 2/3 of our people when the Most High bring a starvation upon them, and neither shall they be buried, but they shall be as dung. Another word for dung is shit upon the face of the earth, and they shall be consumed by the sword and by famine. They shall be consumed by famine. They shall be consumed by the sword and by famine. Now, when you read the book of okay, when you read the book of Psalm, chapter 17, verse, oh, I'll just put 11 in there. It tells you that the wicked is the sword of the Most High. And who's the wicked? Job chapter 9 verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. If the earth, when it says the earth is given into the hand of somebody, it means somebody's ruling the earth. Who's ruling the earth? The so-called white man, starting with the so-called elites on down to so-called white people. Okay, they're the ones ruling the earth. Okay, they're the wicked, which the Lord is going to use to bring starvation upon our people. And that starvation can come in the form of a siege. What is a siege? A military operation in which enemy forces surround or cut off a town, a city, or a building in order to cut off essential supplies. Food is a essential supply. Okay, the book of Psalm, chapter 17, verse 13. Arise, O Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh, disappoint him, cast him down. Deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. So here, the Lord said that our people, 2/3 of our people, shall be consumed by the sword and by famine. So the Most High is going to use the wicked to bring a famine. Okay, all they got to do is have these different cities or states surrounded by the military and prevent people from coming in or out. They can also prevent food from coming in and out. Okay? And by famine, and their carcasses shall be meat for the fowls of heaven and for the beasts of the earth. What is a carcass? A carcass is an empty body. Okay? Because once you die, your spirit leaves your body and your spirit goes back to the spirit world, but your body is left here on the planet. So that's what a carcass is. A carcass is an empty shell, an empty body. Or for lack of better terms, a corpse. That's what a carcass is. Okay. Let me get this one real quick. Luke chapter 21 verse, and it's Luke chapter 21 verse 11. And great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and famines. Why? Because our people have been scattered in diverse places. And pestilence, and fearful sights and great signs shall there be from heaven. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 5, verse 10. Therefore the fathers shall eat the sons in the midst of thee, and the sons shall eat their fathers. And I will execute judgments in these. And it's going to be vice versa. The mothers are going to eat the daughters, or the daughters are going to eat the mothers. Especially the black women of our age. Especially the black women of our nation. Okay, you look at some of the black women of our nation, they're like 500 pounds. They can easily overpower their mother, chop them up and put them into a crock pot and boil them and just to eat. Okay? If they eat fried chickens by the truck, what do you think they're going to do to their mothers and their grandmothers and their aunties and their favorite cousins and their daughters? And same thing with the mothers. Some mothers know they grown, right? They grown as women, and their daughters might be a little child. Well, you might have to eat them, and well, the Lord's going to set it up to where you're going to eat your kids in that day. Okay? And the whole remnant of thee will I scatter into the winds, in which the Lord did scatter us into all the winds. All the winds is talking about the four winds, north, east, south, and west. So our people have been scattered everywhere. Okay, our people is not just in one country. There's Israelites everywhere. You got Israelites in China. You got Israelites in Africa. You got Israelites in India. You got Israelites in Iran. You got Israelites in the land of Israel. You got Israelites in America. You got Israelites in Mesoamerica. You got Israelites in the archipelagos. You got Israelites in South America. You got Israelites in Canada. You got Israelites in Hawaii. You got Israelites in Mexico. You got Israelites in Puerto Rico. You got Israelites in Argentina. You got Israelites in Chile. You got Israelites in Cuba. You got Israelites everywhere. So the Lord's going to bring judgment on Israel, just like, what was it? I think it was 3 or 4 years back. There was a famine down in South America. Why is that? Because Israel's living down there. And what is Israel doing? They're worshiping idols. They're worshiping what they call the god of water. They're worshiping the god of rain. And Gad is even worse. They worship something called Moon Bear. What the F is Moon Bear? But you see, that's why the Lord's got to bring judgment on our people, because we read the book of Exodus, the 20th chapter, and the first verse on down. What did the Lord say? Thou shalt have no other gods before me. The Lord is a jealous power. So if you're worshiping other gods, if you're calling yourself by another name, then basically the Lord is going to bring judgment on you. And a matter of fact, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 30, verse 1. It says, woe to the rebellious children, save the Lord, Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, that take counsel, but not of me, and that covered with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. Because that's what you're doing. You're adding sin to sin, which what is sin to sin? Sin to sin is iniquity. Iniquity is sin upon sin. And that's what our people is doing. They're calling themselves Moors. They're